Drew. I'm 21. I live in Atlanta. Yeah. That's what I want.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do?
Yeah, so I do day trading, and then I'm also in real estate as well. So I do multifamily syndication.
Okay, period. How old are you?
I'm 21. Yeah, what do you? How old are you?
There was nothing wrong with you.
Are you popping?
I want to stay in the game, but I want to.
I just want to stay in the game. So things have gotten so bad that now we've conditioned them to believe that no matter how good of an option is in front of them, they are always looking for the next one. I can give you 3 reasons why she popped that balloon. She popped her balloon because she can't quantify how successful he is. Despite the fact that she asked him what he does for a living, he said he's in day trading and real estate. Those aren't jobs that he didn't come in and say he's a doctor. He didn't come in and say he's an entrepreneur making $3 million a year. So despite the fact that he's doing 2 things that, if you know what you're doing, make a lot of money, she can't quantify that. So he loses a point for that. Number 2, there weren't enough girls on that line that wanted him enough for her to feel the need to second guess her initial decision of not talking to him. Now, why does that matter? Social proof is a thing, and women tend to be very hive-minded. So if a bunch of girls don't like a guy, even if she does, she's less likely to stick with her initial thought of wanting to be with him because all these other women don't want him. I'm sure you've heard it before that women want men that other women want, and that's a fact. That's also why if you hear stories about these players, whether they're people you're related to or friends with, despite the fact that all these girls want this guy, all these girls still want this guy, and they're all talking about him and having fantasies about him and who he might be and what type of man he might be in bed, etc. And it's weird how the more women want you, the more women want you. That's also why, as I'm sure you've experienced, the girlfriend effect, where every time you get a girlfriend as a single guy, all of a sudden a bunch of girls want you. Now, why do you think that is? Now, those 2 things individually weigh a lot, but those 2 things together is what gives me reason number 3, which is that she feels like she can do better than him, whether through another guy walking through that door on that show or in general, because it's like, well, yeah, you're handsome and yeah, you make a decent amount of money, hypothetically, but it wasn't so overwhelming that she felt even obligated to carry the basic introductory conversation with him to figure out if that was even true. She asked him how much money he made and how old he was. And that was enough information to her on top of the subconscious cues she got from the other women who decided not to choose him, that she felt like she didn't even really need to carry it on any longer. And that's kind of crazy. Now, why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this so you can hopefully understand this is exactly why you shouldn't take any rejection personally. You shouldn't take it personally at all, because you could have every single box checked. And if she decides through her own thinking or through the thinking of her peers that you're just not what she's looking for, there's nothing you can do about it. But how do y'all feel about this? Let me know down in the comments below.